Today we have some Galaxy A34, and in this video we'll decide if the 34 is worth it or not in 2026. Do subscribe without wasting more time and let's get into it. So let me give you a few specs about this phone. So this phone was available on 24 March 2023. It was priced for $304.81 for base 128GB variant. If you choose the variant that has 256GB with 8GB RAM, the price is not going to be the same, it's going to be higher when it was new. So this phone came with different colors like lime, graphite, violet and silver. The color I have in front of me, as you can see, it's graphite. And this phone has a micro SD card slot. Coming to internal storage you could get with this phone. So this phone has 128GB with 4GB RAM up to 256 with 8GB RAM. With SIM card wise, an option with nano SIM or nano SIM plus nano SIM. At the bottom, do have a Type-C port and your speaker. On your right hand side, do have your power button and your volume button. At the top, do have your SIM card tray and also your microphone. On your left hand side, you have nothing, as you can see. So this phone weighs around 199 grams. Coming to build quality, we do have a glass front, Gorilla Glass 5, plastic frame and plastic back. And this phone has IP67 dust or water resistance. Display wise, we do have a Super AMOLED display with 120Hz with 6.6 inches corner to corner with a resolution of 1080 by 2340 pixels and protected by a Gorilla Glass 5. This phone has loudspeakers with stereo speakers included, and we have no 3.5mm jack. Coming to software wise, when this phone was new, it had Android 13 with One UI 6.1. Now currently we're on Android 16 with One UI 8. So the chipset that powers this phone is a MediaTek Dimensity 1080. And the battery, we do have 5000 mAh battery in this phone and 25-hour charging. With Bluetooth, we do have Bluetooth 5.3. And we do have a fingerprint in this phone under display optical. So coming to the cameras, we do have a 48 megapixel, 8 megapixel and 5 megapixel. At the back, front camera 13 megapixel f2.2. And both cameras, front and back, they do record in 4K 30fps. As you know, the Samsung Galaxy A34 is a strong mid-range contender. So let's mention good things and bad things about this phone in 2026. And we'll start with the good things first. So the first thing is going to be the screen. It's bright and smooth. The 6.6 inches 128 Super AMOLED screen features a vision booster technology pushing the brightness up to 1000 nits in high brightness mode for excellent visibility. The screen looks amazing, as you can see, with the sharpness. Another good thing that this phone has is a stereo sound. It has stereo speakers that sounds amazing and enhanced by Dolby Atmos for an immersive audio experience. You can listen for yourself. Another good thing is that this phone feels like a flagship level durability. With an IP7 rating, can handle submersion in up to 1 meter of fresh water for up to 30 minutes. Having this in your phone is amazing because it makes you feel secured. Another good thing about this phone is battery and performance. We're running latest software update, which is the Android 16 with One UI 8. And this phone can still get another software update, which is the Android 17. And it has the same performance with the MediaTek Dimensity 1080 chip. And on top of that, you do have a 5000 mAh battery in this phone. And you can last with this battery. If you're not a heavy user, you can last 2 days. But if you are a heavy user, the phone can last you 1 day. Another good thing about this phone is games. This phone can play some few nice games with the likes of Call of Duty and also some few games that you can enjoy playing in this phone. And they all play very well, which is a good thing. Another good thing about this phone is the camera. As I've mentioned earlier on, we do have a triple layout at the back with 48 megapixel f1.8 wide, 8 megapixel f2.2 ultra wide and 5 megapixel f2.4 macro. The front camera is 13 megapixel f2.2 with both cameras recording in 4K 30fps. You never go wrong with the video that is being recorded in this phone and also the pictures taken from this phone because everything looks better, even the pictures and the video. You never go wrong with the Samsung Galaxy A34's cameras. So let's come to the bad things about this phone that will make you not buy this phone in 2026. The first thing I'll mention is plastic build. The bag is plastic, which Samsung says is plastic. It feels less premium and can feel cheap compared to other phones that has glass back. Another bad thing I'll mention is outdated design. The screen has a water drop notch Infinity U for selfie camera, which is less modern than the hole punch design. Another bad thing I'll mention about this phone is slow charging. The phone supports 25 watts fast charging, which in some cases is seen as slow. Some phones can offer 45 or 67 watts fast charging. Another bad thing I'll mention about this phone is overheating. The phone can get noticeably warm around the camera area during long gaming sessions or while recording long high-resolution video, and it lacks wireless charging and a 3.5mm headphone jack. Another bad thing about this phone is that there's no Wi-Fi 6. The phone does not support Wi-Fi 6, which is becoming more common in mid-range devices. So what's my recommendation after mentioning all those stuff about this phone in 2026? The phone can still be usable for another 2 years from now on. The phone is still supported with software updates, and you can also find this phone cheap in 2026. You can still buy this phone in 2026, especially if you can get it for less, or you can go for the 35 or the 36 if you want a modern phone. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and also give this video a thumbs up. See you on the next video.